What's up, YouTube? The Collector back again here. This is haul number 25. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Go and get into it here. We are on the heels of the local con that I went to. It's an annual con. It is a relatively larger con, but nonetheless, got to check it out. Got a few free tickets. Got to take a couple friends. Had a good time. Enjoyed it. Um, Picked some good stuff up. So we're going to show that. We're going to show some eBay pickups and get into some half price books and a couple books I picked up from my buddy Jack, and I think some other back issue local pickups as well. Um, Really from there, we're gonna keep on rolling. It is what it is. Um, and I think I'm gonna jump on in here for you guys. So go to this con almost every year. At least I try to, one day at least. It's a little frustrating for me because they call it uh, uh, comic and toy con, but it's like every year the comic artists just keep kind of doing this. Like they just keep going down. There's fewer and fewer of them. Some years the names, even if there are more of them, just really aren't it. The three biggest names we had there this year were Roy Thomas, Jay Lee, and uh, Howard Chaykin. Um, Funny enough, I ended up getting a Star Wars #1 that I have, first print, signed by Roy Thomas and Howard Chaykin. But nonetheless, it's off to get graded, so eventually you guys will get to see that book. Um, I also sent in, I recently showed that Batman. I sent that really nice Batman that I picked up in. I'm really, really hoping it comes back 7075. The guy that I sent it in, submitted it with, agrees. He thinks it can be that high as well. So we're going to see. Um, let's see, what else did I send in? Oh, the Moon Knight, the Bill Sienkiewicz Moon Knight. I sent it in. We're both hoping it comes back 9.0, maybe 9.2, possibly if I'm lucky in 9.4. So we're really, really hoping for that. And then I've got another con that I'm going to, at least one more this year. It is in September. So really, really looking forward to it. I've got Mark Spears and Scott Snyder I'm hoping to get some things signed by. So keep a lookout for that. I'll let you guys know as it gets closer what the deal with it is. Nonetheless, we're gonna get into this haul. So starting out at the con with one of my favorite dealers. Um, I say that. This is actually, he has two booths now. He bought a comic book shop about an hour away from me. He used to only do the cons with a couple of guys that he's in business with, and he operates that booth with them under a different name than the shop that he bought, and operated a booth under its name with at the con. So he had two booths. Um, that was kind of cool. He had a deal going on. He had some $2 books, and then he also had $5 back issue boxes. And the deal was you could buy four $5 books and get two free. Um, which I was really happy with. He had some decent stuff in there. I left plenty of books behind. I really didn't get a whole lot from him, but what I did get, I was happy with. So that's where we're going to start. Um, so the books that I got um, as buy four get two free are as follows. We got DC Special Green Lantern. I believe this is an early appearance of Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner. Keep on moving. Needed this for a Moon Knight run, or sorry, for a Daredevil run. It's just an awesome Moon Knight crossover cover. Really love that. Picked it up. Was happy to get it. And then this one, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #20, a back in black issue. I love these back in black covers, um, especially with the black suit Spider-Man on it. I try and pick the majority of them up as much as I can. So there we are with that. Was very, very happy to get this for $5. This is Noctera #1 first print. If you are not on Noctera, if you haven't read it, this is a Scott Snyder title. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can. There you go. but it's Tony Daniel, it's Scott Snyder. It is an amazing Image story. Unfortunately, it's kind of on like hiatus. The first arc has kind of ended the story where it is. It is optioned. I'm not sure what kind of the status of it is. I think currently it's in limbo, but it's a really cool, interesting story. Moving on, the last two here. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 31. Beautiful, beautiful cover. There is a first appearance, I believe it's this Ranger actually in the visor reflection there. And then this one, Something's Killing the Children number 20. That's a maybe an exclusive variant or ratio variant or something, but nonetheless picked it up because I got 2 books for free. So really happy to have found what I did there and pick those up. And then these rest of the books that I got from them are the $2 books. And in order, these are all the same title. There's really just run filler for me, so I was happy to have found them. But nonetheless, Ultimate Spider-Man 13, 20, 22, love that Green Goblin cover, 26, number 30, number 44, number 47, okay, number 49 with the Kingpin, 57 with Doc Ock, and 67 with nice Logan split cover there. So got all that. It was like 60 bucks altogether, I think, something like that. But 40, 60 bucks, I can't remember. Whatever. Nonetheless, picked all that up from the same guy. So really happy to have found that. We're going to keep moving on in the con here. I really didn't get a lot at the con, guys, to be completely honest. I really picked up kind of 3 big books, and that took up a lot of my finances. So great books. I'm going to show them at the end. I'll make sure that you guys know which ones they are. You'll probably know because, like I said, they'll be the last 3. But nonetheless, very, very happy to have found them. Very, very happy to have had them. And we'll get into those later. But nonetheless, pick these couple here up. These not bagged and boarded books for $1 each. House of Slaughter number 4. And this nice, beautiful Ice Cream Man Infinity cover. Picked that up for $1. It was hard to beat. And then these all I picked up. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. They had this on the wall for cover price. It was the week that it come out, actually, that this con was. So I didn't have time to get to my LCS. Wanted to make sure that I insured a copy because I didn't pre-order it. And seen this on the wall for cover price. So went ahead, snatched it. Love this cover. The last 3, these were, I think, buy 1 get 2 free or buy 2 get 1 free. Yeah, I think it was buy 2 get 1 free, and they were 15 each. So I got $45 worth of books for $35. This is where I started. Don't pay any attention to the price up there because I did only pay 15 for it. There's that, and then the 2 books that I actually picked out. Actually, technically, I guess if you really want to look at it this way, I got this one for free, and I picked these 2 out. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I forget the number, but I think this is actually like a one-shot, and these are exclusives. These are limited prints, but seen them on the wall. As you guys know, I'm a huge Power Rangers fan, so had to pick these up. Couldn't pass on them. Really glad to found those. That's it from that seller. These guys actually put on a con or help host a con down in Chattanooga. It's called FarleyCon, I think, or something like that. I'd have to check. But nonetheless, really great store. Those were exclusives from them. They had partnered with some other places at another con and had those done. So really happy to have found them. Picked this book up. It's the only book that I picked up from this seller. He's been there a few times. I love his stuff. He actually had an amazing book on his wall. It was a pulp. I'd never seen it. And it was like an oversized pulp. And apparently they call those types of books like it was some kind of odd terminology like bed sheet books or blanket books or something like that because they're so massive. And I mean, this pulp was like giant. I'd never seen anything like it, but it was actually from the 20s, and it was a graded pulp that large. It was like a magazine size, and it was the first ever appearance of Buck Rogers. It was a really, really awesome book. I was super happy to have seen it there. Um, I did not hold it like I wanted to, even though I know he would have let me, but I was right up next to it. It was a beautiful book. Could not believe that it was there. I'd never seen it before, and most people there had not have either. So that was really neat. But I picked this up from him. He did have some other Turtles books, but I just didn't pull the trigger on them. Some of them I needed, some of them weren't in the shape that I wanted. This is a nice high grade Turtles 56. I'm getting really, really close to closing this run out. And yeah, more to come with Turtles. Stay tuned. Not in this haul, but another one. You'll see. But really happy to have found this for 20 bucks. So there's that. This is another one, single pickup from another vendor at the con. Picked up this nice, beautiful Spike number 9, or sorry, number 3 from season 9. It's a Buffy title, but Jenny Frizen cover. Really happy to found that for 2 bucks. And yes. Okay. So this guy was a writer who was there, who had been at another con. He's a huge Power Rangers fan like me, and he had just like a short box of comics on his at his booth with the book that he was selling as well. You know, he, like I said, he's a writer. He's promoting his book. He had a short box of comics. He just so happened to have these in there, and I didn't have any of them. So I went ahead. I picked these up. Could not believe it was in there. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers: The Return. This is the Virgin Foil, and it actually come with the trading card as well. Got this one. Love this cover. I don't think, yeah, none of them say what they are in the back. I can't remember. I think that's from the same book as well, just a different variant. And then this is the Return as well. This is a 1 of 25. Picked that up. And picked these up. These are both limited prints from, I guess, MegaCon or somewhere like that. But I'm trying to put this whole set together. Got the red foil and then the black foil all together with this guy. He charged me $65. I was more than happy to pay that. That was a fair price for most of those books all in. So there we go. Picked all these up for $25, just down the same aisle way from another guy. All in $25 on these books. And actually, I think this rounds out, aside from the last 3 books I'm going to show them, this is everything I got from the con. Okay, so pick this up. Power Ranger Zero, the black Ranger cover. Power Rangers Pink. Issue, what was this? Issue number 2, I think. I didn't have that one. Picked up this variant to go to Power Rangers number 12. And another Power Rangers The Return, David Nakayama number 4 variant. So really glad to have found Power Rangers variants that I didn't have. And yeah, like I said, 25 all in on those. So couldn't be happier. Keep on moving. Now we're going to get into some more local pickups. Give me just 1 second. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. Sorry, I had my eBay stuff kind of mixed in there. I don't want to bounce around. All right. So we're gonna go through all the local pickups. We're gonna get through the eBay stuff, and then we're gonna get to the final few books of the haul here. All right. So pick these up at the local toy store that I like to go to. This is Casey Jones, number 1. His one shot to his first ever individual title, and this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Maltese Turtle. It's kind of like a parody book almost, but haven't had the chance to read it yet. But from what I understand, it's just kind of like a little funny story. So really glad to have found that for $5. All right, these here we go are half price books finds. Really happy to have found a couple of these. This one, just a back issue Spider-Man Miles Morales, and this one here, both of these are minor keys at this point. It escapes me, honestly. As I think I've told you guys before, I collect Miles mainly just because I like Miles. One, he is definitely coming in the MCU. I like the Spider-Verse movies, but more importantly, my son likes Miles. He's 12. If there's anything he likes to watch, it's superhero movies or just movies in general with me. So that's something that we bond over and I really enjoy. So whenever I can find Miles keys for cheap, I try to pick them up. Okay. Oh, there was this in there also for $1. Filling out this run, I'm actually getting very, very close to having that Ultimate Spider-Man run done. Pick this up, Marvel Adventure featuring Daredevil. $8. Really nice high grade copy of that. I did not have this already, so really glad to have found that for $8 at half price books. Okay. Oh, okay. This one, I couldn't pick up the other ones because I didn't have these in my catalog app, but pick this up. This is the last trade paperback for the first Boom series of Power Rangers. So I went ahead and picked this one up. There were 2 more that I needed. And after I got home, found that out, I realized I needed to go back and get them. But nonetheless, really, really happy to have found this. Don't really find them in the wild a lot. As you can see, I picked it up for $8.50. So really happy to have had that. But this one, I could not believe. I had my buddy Jack with me. We always go to half price books together, or almost always at least. And I got a bunch of these trades in, and I was like, hey, we're going to leave. Just help me look at these real quick. I want to check the printings on them, just because I like to look. And lo and behold, I had a stack in my hand. He had a stack in his hand. And I said, hey, obviously help me look. Let me know if there's an early print. So I handed him this. And he opens it, cracks it open, says, oh, wow. I said, what is it? I was looking at another one. It was like a second or third print in my hand. He said, this is a first print. And I thought, oh. And this is what he showed me. So this is Lock and Key, Welcome to Lovecraft, the trade paperback, first print hardcover for $12.50. I was really stoked to have found that. I cannot wait to crack this open. Part of the reason, it's not perfect. It's got a dinged up corner there, and it's been read before, but nonetheless, to have had and found a first print, you don't see these often, especially these hardcovers. So I was really, really happy to have found that. But nonetheless, shout out to you, Jack. Thank you, and we're gonna keep on moving. So that's that. All right, what else do we got? What else do we got here? All right. Speaking of Jack, all of these books come from him. I have a book that he wanted to get from me, and he had a couple of books that I wanted to get from him. So, more back issues. Ultimate Spider-Man 86, 133, 125, 103, 102, 89, and 87. So got all those from him in this trade, which it was just like a book or two. And then I picked these up, and I he did me a solid. He picked these up, and this is TMNT number 2 from the this is before COVID, the Jenica run where they introduced Jenica. They just ended this run like a year ago and started new. But this is number 2, low print. Not a lot of these out there. You really don't see them in the back issue bins. If you do, they're like 10 or 20 bucks. He found this at Half Price Books for $2. And on a weekend that I couldn't make it, and he also found this amazing shredder cover, issue number 10, the regular cover, both regular covers, and he traded them to me for essentially like the Marvel team up book, the one with the Mockingbird. Yeah, the Mockingbird. Yeah, I'd picked up a copy for cheap. He wanted one, needed one, so he got me all these basically for that, and I can't shout out him enough. So thanks, Jack. I appreciate you, and keep looking out. So there's that. That's what I got from him. These I picked up from a buddy that I've talked about on here before. I think I told you guys that I picked up books from him. And, you know, during COVID, I had bought from him some. I recently bought, like, my other books from him, but, or some other books from him. But if I've already shown a couple of these, I apologize. Actually, I think I did. If I did, I apologize. I'm going to show them again, but I'll go through them fast. How about that? This is Ninja High School, number 1. Some more TMNT, issue 46. Issue 44, I think that is. This is issue 43. Issue 14. Issue 11, which is April O'Neil cover. Issue number 10, which is like the 3rd shredder, I think. And then I think I did show those to you guys, but I don't think I showed these. So, really, really happy to have found these from him. He runs a garage con occasionally, and I picked all these up for $140 from him. This is TMNT from the second Mirage run, number 3. These books are hard to find. The Mirage, especially the later issues, there's like 30 some issues in this run, I think, or something like that. You never see these. If you do, everybody wants top dollar for them, $10, $20 a piece, because you can't find them. If you see these for cheap anywhere, pick them up. As soon as I seen that in his back issue box, I said, yes, I want that. Picked this up from him for a nice price. This is obviously first reread. Most people know this, and it's Fireman number 9, first print. Didn't have one. Went ahead and picked it up. Okay, and then this is the book that really sold it all for me. Could not be happier with this. I've been on the hunt for this book for a while. Didn't want to pick one up online, so I was really, really appreciative of him. But here we go. Incredible Hulk issue 182. This is the, I'm going to say, 3rd appearance of Wolverine. The Marvel value stamp is intact, and this is a nice high-grade copy. Well, I say high-grade. It's a nice copy. It's like 80, 85 at least, and could not be happier with this. You know, this is an undervalued book in my opinion, even though it is a 3rd appearance, but we're not going to get into that. So we're going to keep on going. Just so you're aware, at this con where Roy Thomas was at, aka the creator, he also said that 180 was the first Prince Wolverine. But I digress. And we're going to keep on moving. Alright. As you guys know, I am getting very, very close on my Daredevil runs. And this haul is only going to exemplify that. Starting with this right here, Daredevil issue number 14. And from there, that's the only book from that run I believe I have. I've got a couple others from a different run here. Most of these, though, are from the same run. And it is volume 2, as most people recognize it. It is the Ed Brubaker and I remember his name. It ended up turning into the Ed Brubaker run later on, but it wasn't him to start with, I don't believe so. Anyway, we've got issue 108, issue number 92. Love that cover. Issue 109, 107, 106, 101, 90, and a beautiful variant to number 89, sketch cover. Love me a good sketch cover. That's all for that series. And then the last, or well, not the last, and then this, issue number 12 from this run, issue number 11 from the same run, and issue number 9 from the same run. This is the Mark Waid series, and getting really close on this too. I gotta scan everything into my catalog app. I use CLZ, but if you guys don't use CLZ, you probably should. Nonetheless, I got to get everything scanned in, but I'm really close on this series, so that might even finish it out. All right, the last couple local pickups that I've got for you guys are actually going to be this right here, which is the Department of Truth issue number 30. Picked it up for $1. Oh. Like I said, this was in the dollar bin. Picked these all up and got the whole stack for 25, 35% off. So the total minus 25, 35%. I don't remember what I paid in total, but I don't think there was a book in this whole stack worth more than $5 or $6. So like I said, all that got it 35% off, and then picked this up. And this is one of the Daredevil blind bags. It was actually the first one I opened. I only got 2 of these. This is my favorite one this is the one I like more. I was lucky enough to have received the Ryan Stegman foil. Beautiful cover. Love that. So let me know what you guys got in yours if you picked any of them up. I was really happy with that one. The other one I got was the Peach Momoko. I'm not a Peach Momoko fan, so sadly, that's where that one ended up with me, but we'll see. Maybe she'll grow on me. Probably not. She hasn't yet. Nonetheless, alright guys, we're going to round it out here. We are getting into the eBay pickups. I'm going to go ahead and breeze through these for you guys. Was really happy to pick this up. Was in on it for $25, $30 shipped to me. This is the final Aquaman solo story in the showcase title after they gave him his tryout. Seen this online, they had it listed, and they ended up taking it down. Sometimes on their store, if things don't sell after a few days, they'll kind of take them down, wait a few days, and then put everything back up kind of all at once. So I sent them a message to, hey, nobody bid on this. I'd like to buy it. And they threw it up, and I got to buy it that way. So shout out to them. Thank you guys. It's called the Generations Collection or something like that. But really like them. I've bought a couple things from them now, and I really like working with them. So shout out to them. Pick that up. Ooh, picked all these up from one seller. Yeah. What? Okay. Picked all these up from one guy. Got all of these nice Bronze Age Adventure Comics. 431, 432, 435, 437. Love these covers like this. They're really starting to grow on me. I'm really starting to get more into these Bronze Age titles, especially if they have beautiful, good art like this. I'm really starting to buy into this stuff just because of the art, man. I really try and start appreciating my comics for their art, for the stories, and like I told you guys earlier this year that it was going to be a kind of a change in my collecting style. So here we are. I love this skeleton grabbing this guy and holding him down with this barracuda coming at him, and the Spectre's just kind of in the back watching. But nonetheless, really happy to pick those up. Okay. Got these. I'll be real honest with you guys. I think I traded these in my buddy Jack. I did. I don't remember what for though. I think I found one book or something maybe for my half price books that I traded him for. This is Department of Truth, issue number 1, the 2nd and the 6th print. So shout out to Jack again. Got those mixed in. Oh, the guy that I love ordering stuff from, all this eBay stuff from the same guy. He sent me another Marvel card with this cool Professor X. Love that. All right. Picked this up for him at the same time that I picked up all those other adventure comics. This is issue number 436. Kind of round out that run. I had this cover before, picked it up off the rack for cover price, got rid of it. This book is criminally undervalued. Rise of Kylo Ren, issue number 3, the 1 in 25 variant. This is a first print to Department of Truth number 1. You guys know I love this run. Another Department of Truth, issue number 1. This is the 1 in 25? 1 in 50? Honestly, I can't remember. It's a ratio variant though. Nice, beautiful Jenny Frison cover. Love that. Black Magic number 8. Okay. Oh, here's a book. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe number 1. The Deadpool 2nd print. J. Scott Campbell cover. Love that book. I think I got this at auction for, I don't know, 20, 25 bucks, something like that. Really happy I picked it up. Like I said, all this stuff's from the same guy. All this stuff. As you guys know, I've been trying to put this run together. I love this title. I love this series. And I was really happy to have found this nice, beautiful variant. Arthur Adams, Strange Academy number 13. Really happy to have found that. Cool book here. The Secret Wars issue 9 variant. I think there's 1 in 30 variant. Sarah Pichelli, maybe? Don't quote me on that. I'll have to double check it. Ooh, love this cover. Picked it up. This is a 1 in 50 ratio. Picked it. I got that for like 10 bucks. Look at that. Venom is number 1, the 1 in 50 variant. And then the last two from him, Bill Singovich, Absolute Batman number 7, 1 in 25 variant. And then this one right here, hard to find, the 1 in 25 variant to Green Lantern number 20. And this is actually the combo pack variant. No, I'm sorry, I said 125. It's a combo pack. Good book, good book. Oh, all right. We are at the end, guys. So, as you guys are aware, the last 3 books are from the con. One of these books I've been after for quite a while. I did get it from the guy that I actually started this haul with at his other booth, where he runs it with his partners. They travel the kind of the Eastern Seaboard circuit and do most of their cons there, but they buy from all over. I bought and got from them. I did not pay this sticker price. Spider-Man 238. This is on my want list this year. I have been after this book for a while. I probably looked at 5 of these books at the con. I was this close to pulling the trigger on one for 200. That was like a fine plus copy, maybe a 7.0 or 7.5 if I was lucky. It did have the tattoos, but it was raw. It was in a janky bag and board. I didn't really know the sellers. Some of their stuff was alright, some of it was kind of eh. The owner wasn't even attending his own booth. He had people working for him doing it. And he was kind of just off doing whatever, I think. People weren't the best. They were friendly, but they weren't, you know, if they'd have tried to sell me harder on it, they probably could have got me to buy it. But honestly, they didn't. And I kept looking, and I found this nice, beautiful, high-grade copy. And got it for just a little bit more than what I would have paid for that one. And I felt bad because I told them that I most likely was going to buy this book from them, but it just did not happen that way. I really did want to. I did not think I was going to buy another copy from anybody else. It turns out I got a good deal on this. I appreciate these guys. They work with me. I see them everywhere. I talk to them every chance I get at the cons, and they know me. You know, we chat it up every time I'm there with them. They did me a solid, and I'll continue to give them my business, and they're going to continue to work with me, and that is what it is. You know, that's how the world of business flows. And like I said, I feel bad, but it was so hard for me to pass on this. You know, if they're there again, if they still got that book next time, I might still buy it from them. But nonetheless, right now, great book to get, and that's where we're at. All right, now from another local guy, picked these two books up right here. He had one of them on the wall, one on the back issue box. And I knew who this guy was, and I know what he has, and it's always fun to look because he does professionally estate sales. So he's always got something. But he cut me a deal on both of these books together, and I can't shout Tony out enough. Thank you, Tony. That's the guy's name. I appreciate you. These books are two prized possessions for me. They are officially the first Golden Age books I own. And the first one I'm going to show here, I did not pay this much for it. This is All Flash, issue number 13. And there's not much of a key issue in this, but this All Flash title is one of the Golden Age series that I'm going to get started on. Issue number 1 is definitely going to be the book. This is the book. Actually, this is the issue right after the first appearance of the Thinker. All Flash number 12 is the first appearance of the Thinker. If you watch the Grant Gustin or Grant Gusteau or whatever his name was on the Netflix series in the Arrowverse, the Thinker was a major part of that run or that series. Check it out. Not a bad show at all. But like I said, that was the issue right before this one, issue number 12. So this book is 6.0. Nice. Really nice, beautiful copy. But this book right here is what sold me. Again, thank you, Tony. All-Star Comics, issue number 4. The first time the JSA go out as a group together. You know, issue number 3, right before this, first JSA. This is the first time they actually go out. They do a job together. They make a run, whatever you want to call it. This book is in nice, probably 2.0, 2.5 condition. The cover is attached. The centerfold is detached, sadly, but it's there. It's complete. It presents really well. Could use a clean, but I love this book. I will continue to buy Golden Age books now. This was my introduction to the Golden Age, and I could not be happier with it. So again, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Jack. Thank you guys for watching. And this is D Collector. I'll catch you on the flip side.